Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, we got we got a bit of a different video here today. So, what you could see here is a tier list. Now, these are a bit out of fashion, but at the same time, I still think they're just good fun, right? They're just good fun. And so I thought, you know, why not go and make a tier list for all of the LRs in the game. Now, I would have liked to have done it a bit differently, but, you know, at the same time, like, split it up between summonable LRs and Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs, because those are usually better. But I guess this is what we're going to have to deal with here, because this also includes the free-to-play LRs, so it's kind of, it's not really fair, but at the same time, they're all LRs, right? So, I don't know. But let's just jump right in, okay? So we'll start up here at the top of the list with the Transforming Demon King Piccolo. So this guy he's pretty good, right? He's a World Tournament LR, if you weren't aware. Well, I guess he was the last World Tournament LR. At the moment, it's now Tao, Mercenary Tao. So, yeah, this guy's the previous reward, though. He's okay, like, he's good. But we're gonna start out at, like, a kind of a mid zone, right? We're gonna start out with him by putting him at a C. Now, I might change some of these guys later. I might not. We'll see. So next up, we got LR Goku and Frieza, and I think there's not really much argument here. They're an easy S tier. Before their easy A, I would have had them at A, probably, or maybe even B. But S tier, after their easy A, they're absolutely an S tier. Absolutely. GT Trio, Gohan, oh my god, Goku, Trunks, and Pan. I feel like they've fallen off a little bit, but they're not terrible. But at the moment, I feel like they're a B tier, right? They've aged, I think, better than some of the other units that released alongside them, but they're still, you know, they're still very much runnable today. Now, Prime Battle First Form Cell, he's not great. Let's be honest here, he's not great. He can be okay for very specific events, like where he's needed for tanking for, like, very, you know, easier events or whatever, where it's usually just free to play units, and you can only put, like, Extreme Z areas or whatever, or stuff like that, right, where he might be useful. But other than that, like, he's not great. He might get better once he gets Extreme Z Awakening, but for now, he's not too good. So, at the time of making this video, Trunks is slated to get an easy A, but we don't know any of the details for it. So I'm going to have to throw him down to C tier for now, because in his current state, he's meh, right? Let's be honest, he's meh. But when he gets his easy A, he could be one of the best units in the game, but we don't know. So for now, we're evaluating these units as they currently are at the moment, right? Goten and Trunks, they're not great. I don't know. I kind of want to put them in D tier, right? And hear me out for this, okay? They can be decent if you get them to go Super Saiyan 3, but the issue is you're reliant on luck, and it's just completely random whether you get them to transform into Super Saiyan 3 or not. Or they turn into that skinny or the fat Gotenks. Like, we don't want that. That's not ideal. The fact that your damage and your defense or whatever, your damage mainly is left up to, like, well, are they going to decide to be good today or in this super attack, or are they going to decide to be shit? You know, it's not great. And they're just much better units you can run nowadays. They'll probably be great once they get their easy A, but for now, Angel Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I feel like, is an easy A tier. I don't think he's quite S tier, but he's definitely, like, almost up there in my opinion. Like, he's really, really good. He's a lot of versatility. and he's just overall he's just really powerful. So I think he's deserving of an A tier. Now, physical Ginyu Force F tier. They're unrunnable unless you're using like a Ginyu Force team. They're basically unusable. They're good in Super Battle Road on the Ginyu Force stage, but that's it. They've got one use on a team nobody ever runs. They're not good. They're I feel like they're definitely an F tier unit. It's not even close. Kid Goku and Arale. I'm gonna bump them up to C. I was gonna put them in D tier, but I'm gonna bump them up to C tier because it's so easy to get ki with them. Right? They're not the most powerful LR, right? And they're free to play as well. But it's very, very simple to get. It's very simple to get. Like ki and stuff with them and get super attacks off. So because of that, I'm gonna put them up to C tier. Tien and Chaozu F. Like I'm sorry, I want them to be good. I really want them to be good, but they're at this day and age, you can't run them without getting your cheeks clapped. Like it's not, even when they released, they were meh, right? So, it's it's not not they're not great. Okay, they're not great. 17 and 18 now. This is not... see, thing is, right, they're not as bad, I don't think. They're definitely better than these two, but they're not as good as Cell or Goten and Trunks. Absolutely not. I think F tier is suitable for now. I definitely think F tier is suitable for now. Beerus and Whis, I'm going to throw them into C tier, okay? Now, they can be quite powerful still. They're an older LR, but they can still be run and used, and they're still good and viable as long as you have them linked up with a Beerus. I'm not sure. I think they probably link up okay with a Whis, but Beerus is definitely the easiest one. So as long as you have them linked up with a Beerus, they're good. If you don't, they're kind of meh. Like, it's hard to get ki for them. They can still output a bit of damage, but actually, I'm hesitant to put them down to D tier, but at the same time, like, maybe they fit better there. No, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. They're definitely not that bad. Blue Kaioken Goku, Blue Evolution Vegeta, another easy A tier for me. Absolutely. They can just do so much. They're so good. They're so powerful. The only reason they're not an S tier for me is because they're reliant on rainbow orbs. And if you don't get rainbow orbs, they can look a bit less impressive, right? I mean, it's slightly less of an issue now that you have, for example, if you're running Pure Saiyans, you could run them on Pure Saiyans, and then you could have like either GT Goku or GT Vegeta, or even better, both of them on the team as floaters, and then they could be going on and off every other rotation, generating rainbow orbs for them, which would be very helpful, right? But for example, on the tournament to power team, or Reps Universe 7, I guess would be better. There's no rainbow orb changers that I'm aware of, at least no good ones, right? And on top of that, you want a rainbow orb changer that links well with them. Would be ideal, or at least a physical orb changer. If you had a unit that changed orbs, like random orbs into physical orbs, that would be very, very helpful. But because of the difficulty in getting the rainbow orbs, I'm gonna leave them in A tier. Buhan or Bootanks, I guess. See, this is a tough one. I'm going to put him in A tier as well. I'm going to put him in A tier because he's still really, really, really good. But I don't feel like he's quite S tier. Okay? Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Might have to speed this up a bit because we still got a fuck ton of LRs to get through. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's C tier. He's not great. He's not terrible. He's, he's... actually, you know what? I'm going to put him down to D tier because he's just not really impressive at all. Broly, S tier. There's no... I think we can all unanimously agree there that post Easy A Broly is like probably a top 10 unit, probably top 5 even unit in the game. So, Let's see, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. I'm actually not too familiar with his EZA because you need to have logged in for 2,000 days in order to EZA this guy. So there's probably not a lot of players that have this guy EZA. So I'm not familiar with his EZA. I haven't even looked into it that much, but I think he's pretty good. But I'm gonna put him on a B tier because he's definitely not in the same realm as these guys up here. Like, no way. Blue Vegito. He's a B tier for sure. He's old, but he's got such a good link set, and he's just so like he's amazing defensively. So I feel like because of that, he has to go into B tier. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a B tier as well. Both him and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta have fallen off absolutely, but they're not terrible units. They're absolutely, I feel like they're better than B tier, but they're not quite A tier. So do with that what you will. Piccolo F tier. There's no arguments there. Goku Ginyu Force D tier because, right, hear me out, okay? This unit's usable, okay? And these units are not usable. Technically, you might be able to make a case for other androids, but I highly, highly doubt that. These units, everything in F tier is basically unusable in my opinion. This is a usable unit, okay? These two are just in completely different realms here, and same with everything else. Like, none of these even come close to this unit. Now, this unit's shit, of course, but it's still like 10 times better than these guys, especially Piccolo. Metal Cooler Core, Metal Cooler Army. I keep forgetting which one it is. I want to put them in... I'm going to put them in C tier because they're not great. But they're better than units like this Ginyu or this First Form Cell, or in some cases even Goten and Trunks, right? Goku and Vegeta. I mean, I'm gonna put them into... Yeah, they're gonna go in S tier. Like, they're one of the better units in the game still. Super Saiyan Vegeta Prime Battle, I'm gonna put him in D tier. He's not great. He's okay. It's kind of whatever, you know, like, he's usable to an extent, but you're not going to see great performance from him, right? These units are usable. They're not great. See, everything I'm putting in D tier is usable, but you won't see great performance out of them. F tier is unusable. C tier is usable with reasonable-ish kind of stats, I guess, or performance. Now, Goku and Gohan. I'm not that familiar with this unit, but I'm gonna throw them into... C tier, possibly temporarily, but I think they're fitting there. Tech Broly is a B tier for me. He's still super good, super good. Same with Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo. They're really good as well. This Gohan is probably... He's probably a B tier, yeah. This guy is a B tier for sure. Like, he's not A tier. I wanted him to be A tier, but he's not. Yamcha Empoir, C tier. Bardock, D tier. Team Bardock, rather. Goku and Bulma, I feel like they're a C tier as well. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a B tier again, same as Goku. Hercule and Boo, nah, just the EZA just did not impress me that they got. Gohan, I think, is an A still, believe it or not. Gohan, I definitely think, is an A. He's just so good. He's so insanely versatile and just tanky and it's just like, he's just so good. He's just so good. You can throw him onto any team that he's on, and 90% of the time he'll work, right? Which is what you want. Let's see. So Blue Gogeta is, for me personally, he's an A tier. Now, I know the Blue Fusions are divisive, right? Now, a lot of people, I will admit, they've fallen off, and a lot of people dislike them. But I personally still see them as like an A tier unit. Admittedly, they take a bit of a minute to build up, but they are still, in my opinion, an A tier unit. 16, 17, and 18 is a C tier for me. They're falling off quite a bit. Baby is a B tier for sure. Trunks and Mai are they're okay if you use them on like a future team or something, but Bardock's EZA is rather impressive. I'm gonna put him on a B tier. I really like Mecha Frieza and King Cold, but they're not particularly impressive, so I'm gonna put them on C tier as well. Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku is okay. He's still good. His defense is a little lacking, I guess, but you know, that's whatever. Vegeta and Nappa, I feel like they're a B tier. They're not. They're like a low B tier. I think is probably a good spot for them. Transforming Oob is a C tier. Gohan and Goten are probably B tier still. Babidi and Deborah, I think, would probably fit into C tier comfortably, like high upper C tier maybe. Frieza, Prime Battle Frieza, I'm struggling between A and S here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think fully EZA Prime Battle Frieza is an S tier or an A tier unit? Admittedly, you probably want to run him on like Terrifying Conqueror's team or something with other like Frieza units, but provided you do that, he's just so impressive. I'm gonna put him in S tier for now. I might change that, but for now, S tier. You are C tier, I think. You're C tier comfortably. You are an A tier as well. Bojack. See, here's the thing, right? Bojack is in the same boat as Beerus and Whis, in that he's actually aged quite well and he's still an insanely good unit, but you have to use him with the Dokkan Fest Bojack to see him at his full potential. Otherwise, he's not going to look as impressive as he could otherwise, which is unfortunate. Go Goku, I think, is definitely a B tier. I feel like a lot of people like underestimate God Goku, because he has aged a bit, yes, but I feel like people try to downplay him more than he deserves. Krillin, C tier. He's usable, but he's not good. Okay. Now, I want to just say that the 3-year fusions, the 3rd anniversary Goku and Vegetas, are still super good. But I feel like they're both B tier. Comfortably. Like they do solid damage, they have solid defense, they're all around just really good, but they don't output the same performance as the units you'll see in A and S tier, I feel like. So because of that, B tier. Rose, I think, is a comfortable B tier as well. He could have been better. He's a little wonky, but he's still good. And the same with this here, the Gogeta. Okay, Pan, after her EZA, I feel like I don't use her all that much, but I feel like she's an A tier, which is a bit strange, but she's an A tier, I think. UI Goku, I think he's probably S tier. This Trunks, well, you see, at the time of recording this, we know this Trunks is his EZA details, and he's relatively impressive, so I'm going to put him a B. He was, I would say, probably a D tier with these guys down here, and that bumped him up to like 2 spots, so that's just pretty decent. This Goku, I think, I think he's a safe B tier as well. Cell, I want to put Cell in A tier. Cell is another one of those units, like God Goku, where people downplay him and say, oh, Cell's not that good. He's good. Cell is fucking good. Okay, if you try and tell me that Incel is a bad unit, you do not know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, you have not spent enough time using him. You haven't spent enough time playing the game. Okay, I promise you. It may be a situation of I might be willing to lower him to B tier, you know. For me, he's interchangeable between A and B tier, right? But I like him as a unit, so I'm putting him in A tier, but I would be totally fine if he was in B tier. But lower, absolutely nowhere under B is reasonable for me, because Cell is such a good unit, especially after the Link level update. Goku Black and Zamasu, they've fallen by the wayside a lot. They're just rather unimpressive. I'm going to put them in D tier. I feel like they're like upper D tier, but they're not that good. Kale and Khalifa, I feel like are still reasonably good. Well, again, this is another unit with that I feel like is like the Cell is interchangeable between B and C for me. I'm going to put them in B because they're absolutely better than stuff like, you know, Frieza or Yamcha and Puar or Trunks and Mai or like the Super Saiyan Trunks pre-Easy A. Okay, keep that in mind if you're watching this video at a later date. We are talking about this LR Trunks before he gets his Easy A. Okay, so don't freak out. Jiren, I think, is a safe A tier. He's a safe A tier. I don't want to put him in S tier because I feel like there are better units, but he is absolutely A tier is like made for Jiren in my opinion. Majin Vegeta B tier for sure. Prime Battle Goku, I feel like he's dropped off a little bit. I think he's C tier probably. Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 B tier without a doubt. After their Easy A, they're really good. Physical Cell and Cell Gears, B tier I think is safe for him. After you've leveled his links up a bit, he's just a lot more impressive, but he's not, again, in the realm of these guys. Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. A tier, yeah. He's good. He's really good. Turles, I feel like, is a definite S tier again. Blue Evolution Vegeta, no questions here. You all know, if you've spent any time watching videos on my channel, you know how I feel about Blue Evolution Vegeta. He's an S tier for me. Universe 7, I feel like they're an S tier. I want to put... I think these guys, Golden Frieza and 17 are an A tier. UI Goku, again, no explanation needed there for S tier. Master Roshi, I think, is a safe B tier. He's really good, but again, he's not the same... He's not as good as units like, you know, Jiren or Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or even like AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Boo Tanks. Like, he's not the same. Boo and Bobby are pretty decent. They're usable, so I'm going to put them in there. Tapion and Minosha, I feel like, are a comfortable A. They're good. They are good. Shadow Dragons are a definite B. I'm going to put... This is a bit controversial. This is definitely a bit controversial. I'm putting LR Super 17 in A tier. Personally, he is a little wonky, okay? Absolutely. I'm not going to try and deny that. But don't forget, this is a personal tier list, okay? This is not the end-all, be-all of tier lists. You know, it's not like my word is law. This is just my opinion, okay? But personally, I like Super 17. He could have been built better, of course. Absolutely, without a doubt. But I like Super 17 as a character, and the LR is cool. Okay, what can I say? Yeah, they're an S tier as well. The Gogeta that actually at the time of recording is just released on Global. They are an S tier. Goku, there's not any questions. He's an S tier. Janemba, I feel like, is a safe A tier. He's really good. Frieza is, in my opinion, better than Super Saiyan Goku, but I feel like Super Saiyan Goku works better on more teams. Would probably work better on more teams than Frieza would, so, you know, but it's whatever, right? They're both S tier. Vegeta / Goku, I mean, they're S tier. There's not really anything to say about that. This Gohan doesn't look familiar to me. Am I going crazy here? I don't recognize that Gohan. Hold on a minute. I know this is a bit random, okay? This is a bit random, but I do not recognize that Gohan. Is there an LR that I have somehow missed or completely forgotten about? Gohan. Oh, there is! Oh, it's this guy! Oh, yeah! Oh my god. I forgot about this guy. Okay, right. Yeah. Oh my god. I forgot this guy even existed. Holy crap. Okay. I definitely think he's a B tier. One of the reasons is because he's got he's got like specific numbers, solid numbers for in his passive rather than percentages, and percentages are always better. They help units age better as well. Goku and Piccolo, I think they're I I want to put them in A tier. I want to put them in A tier. I think they're good. And finally, Krillin and Gohan are also in A tier. So, what do you guys think of this tier list? Okay, I know it's probably going to be a bit controversial. Let me actually just revise this. If we're looking specifically down here, okay, I know some people are probably not going to have me putting Rose and Zamasu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku and then the Goten and Trunks down into D tier, right? But for me, they're not that good at all. Everything. See, the thing is, right? I don't want these are bad units in my opinion. Some because they're old, some just because they're bad. Hercule, but you know, this is temporary for almost basically all of these units and these units as well are only down here temporarily, because I can guarantee you, apart from you because you've already gotten one, they're all going to get easy A's, and most of them are probably going to be crazy, right? Or at the very least extremely good. I would say I can almost guarantee that almost all the units here after they get easy A's will probably be bumped up to B tier, if not higher. That's a bit unlikely, but to go above B tier, but I guarantee they'd probably all be B tier at some point. Now, of course, it's again Super Saiyan 3, Goten and Trunks and Rose and Zamasu probably go to A tier depending on what they do with them. But again, see, the thing, my frustration here is Hercule and Boo. They suck. I hate to say it, it's just a Hercule card, right? But Boo is in it, so it's Hercule and Boo, okay? Right, it should have been called Hercule and Boo from the start, but that aside, even after they're easy A, they're kind of whatever, you're never going to use them, and I want to put them in F tier, but the issue is the other units in F tier are literally unusable, whereas these guys, they actually, this Hercule is actually semi-usable. So I don't know, I think I'm going to leave them in D tier for now, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know how many people I pissed off with this tier list. Again, personal opinion. It's just subjective. Let me know if there's any units you think should be in S tier that I put lower down, or any units in S tier that don't deserve to be in S tier that should be lower. Let me know what you guys think of my tier list. It's a bit out there probably for some people, for sure, but everyone has their own opinion, okay? And yeah, that's, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like, and you want to see more Dokkan Battle content, maybe subscribe and ring the bell so you get notifications when new content is released. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Dokkan Battle video.